for a long time. Almost since I was born, I always stick to the motto, we are responsible for what we have tamed. How in the world can you just pick up and leave your beloved pet at some point? I have always been amazed at such people, but I never thought I would encounter this personally. When I was 5 years old, I wanted a dog so badly. My parents didn't agree at first because we lived in an apartment, and my mum was afraid of the hair everywhere and the unpleasant smell. I cried and asked them to get me one for my birthday, but they never agreed. And then I got really sick. They found a cyst in my stomach, and I needed an operation. I was really worried about it, and so were my parents. Don't cry, son. Everything will be all right. The doctors will finish quickly, and then we'll go straight home. Dad and I have a surprise for you. What kind of surprise? You'll see when we get there. I wish it was a dog. They put a mask on me, and I fell asleep. When I woke up after the operation, my condition was lousy. Everything ached. I was thirsty, and they didn't let me drink. For the first 4 days, I wanted to scream, and I did. My parents were there to comfort me, of course, and when I got home, I was greeted with a little puppy. In shock, I walked into the house, looked at my parents, and was completely shocked. Oh my God! Oh my God! Who is that? Is it for me? That's right, son. It's to help you recover from the operation. Thank you. I've been dreaming about him my whole life. I named him Buddy. We became very close. We grew up together. I trained the dog to go outside to the bathroom, not to chew my shoes or snatch food from the table, just like I promised my mother. Buddy was a very intelligent sheepdog, so it was easy for me to tame and train him. I didn't think at the time that this dog would not only help me heal faster, but it also helped me through the separation from my mum. Her and my dad filed for divorce a few years later, and I didn't know how to get over it. Because I was perplexed as to why she took me with her, we only found out later that she had a very different plan for her life, and I didn't fit into those plans in any way. Usually when parents divorce, the mother takes the child. What's wrong with me? Why did mine decide to keep me? I'm not saying I feel bad about my father, but a mother is a mother. What do you say, friend? Woof, woof. I agree. The dog became a friend to me, a brother. It was the only living thing I could share anything with. We ate together, slept together, and walked together, and he calmed me down when I felt bad and when I cried over my mum. My father became self-absorbed, and for years on end we hardly spoke to each other, even though we lived under the same roof. And at one point she came into our lives, Stella. Son, why are you stuck in the door? Come in, sit down, meet Stella. She's my friend. Girlfriend, I'm his girlfriend. Nice to meet you, Ray. Nice to meet you. Which is more than you can say for me. Watch your mouth, Ray. It's okay. I'm not. Buddy started growling. He's never done that before. Oh, the place. He growled at Stella. She pretended to be frightened and even cried. Dad angrily told me to go to my room and not come out of there. I agree, friend, I don't like her either. Woof, woof. Literally, a month later, I came home from school and found the suitcases. It was Stella, or rather her, moving out. I was really upset because I wasn't prepared for such a quick turnaround of events. What does it all mean? Stella is coming to live with us. She's going to be your stepmother. What? Oh, and also, we have to put Buddy into a foster home. I'm sorry, what? What did you say? You wouldn't dare, you can't do that. No, I won't give Buddy up, I won't leave him. He doesn't love Stella. What if he bites her? He won't, I promise, I'll watch him. Dad, please don't do this. He grew up with me. I love him and he's my only friend. The decision has already been made. Sorry. Hey boys, here I am. Honey, can you help with the suitcases? I brought some more stuff. Did you guys rob the stores over there or something? Go to your room, Ray. Since then, every day was like torture. I had no idea what to do. I even tried to talk to my dad's wife to convince her, but she wouldn't agree. I swore and even got down on my knees, but they would not. Dad called the service to come and get Buddy. The dog wouldn't even come out from under the covers in my bed that day. When the service guys arrived, I sneaked out of the house and climbed into the van. They didn't see me. At the nearest stop, I managed to open the cage and Buddy and I ran out of there. I didn't know where to go, what to do or where to live. I didn't even have my things with me. But one thing I knew for sure was that I wasn't going back to that house. After a couple of hours, I was hungry, and so was Buddy. It was as if Buddy understood my thought, and he sat down right in the middle of the road and got ready to listen to commands. Buddy performed tricks to my commands, and many spectators gathered around us. Everyone started throwing money at us. We made good money. Not only did we have enough to eat, but we also got a motel room. True, Buddy had to sleep outside, but I let him in all while the owners slept. I realized we could survive. I didn't want to go home anyway. I felt like it wasn't my home anymore. After a couple of days, I noticed the cops scouring the house. They were asking about the boy with the dog, and Buddy had to run away, so I had a chance to get away. He found me at our place when we made our living. After a week, we were well adjusted. As soon as Buddy heard the siren, we were hiding right away. Then I thought, why don't we get out of town? But I needed papers. So we decided to go to my place with the dog, sneak into my room and get what we needed, and then leave. We waited until it got dark. Then, when we went to my window, it was open, but my father was sitting in the room, crying. Honestly, so was I. I realized how much I missed him. That's when Stella came in. Honey, he'll turn up, don't worry. Everything's going to be all right. You don't understand. He never did. Even when his mum left, he was with me because Buddy was there too. Are you saying he did it because of me? I didn't say that. But you kicked the dog out because of me, right? Should I go? No, I'm sorry. I'm just worried. What if there's something wrong with him? It's okay, I'm not offended. He'll turn up. You'll see. Here, have some tea. It'll calm your nerves. Thank you, sweetheart. Dad brought the mug to his mouth, but my dog went off the chain. Buddy jumped on the mug and it fell to the floor and broke. It gave off a bad smell of peppermint, and my dad was deathly allergic to it. Ah, that's the dog again! Get it away from me! Son, you're alive! Thank God you're alive! Dad! I hugged him very tightly, at which time Buddy sniffed the mint and started growling at the mug. There was mint in the tea, Dad. What? Stella, I've told you 100 times I'm very allergic to it. My throat is swollen. I'm sorry, I forgot. Or didn't you forget? Buddy started growling again. Stella threw a tantrum, screaming that she needed help. I looked at my dad, and he went to the phone and called someone.
New Chowking deliver ya! Hot and fresh Chinese syrup in a few taps. Download now.
Oh no, Dad, please don't do this. Don't take him away, or I'll go away again. That dog is dangerous to me. If you want to go with me, soon summer will be over and it will get cold outside. We'll see how you live then. What did you say? Oh, I meant it's for parenting purposes. Teenagers are so difficult, honey. You said it yourself. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. That's right, but that's okay. You're not buying any more dogs, right? That's right. That broke my heart. The doorbell rang. I opened it and saw Stella's mother. What are you doing here? Mum, what are you doing here? I'm the one who called. I made a mistake, and I won't let any more dogs in the house. Stella, pack your things and go to your mother's. What? You're going to regret this? You got it, asshole. Buddy started barking happily, and we helped Stella pack and escorted her out of the house. It was the best day of my life. My dad apologized to me for everything. We ordered a pizza, and all night my dad listened to me talk about my independent life. Still, Stella had something to be thankful for. We hadn't talked like this in a long time. Buddy stole a few slices of pepperoni and fell fast asleep on the couch. It's been a long time since we've had a meal this good and nutritious.
Ow. Hi there. My name is Eliza. I had a huge shock not so long ago, and it made me really nervous. It's all about my sister, or rather the fact that my parents deprived me and left me with nothing. This is so unfair. I think you understand me, because many of my friends also do not get along very well with their brothers and sisters, but I have a slightly different case, because we are not related. Well, in general, now I will tell you everything in more detail. While you watch, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to write your opinion under the video. I'll read them all. As I said, I have a sister, and she is my half-sister. How did this happen? I was born the only child in the family. We have never been very poor. On the contrary, I always got everything I wanted. My parents spared no expense on me. But in return, they both worked hard and spent almost no time with me. At first, I was worried about this, But then I got used to it and even found advantages in the fact that they were not around. They bought me everything. No birthday or Christmas passed without me getting gifts. When I grew up, the amount of expenses increased. And so, on the last recent holiday, they gave me the car that I asked for. Yes, I was very happy. We were going to get together after Christmas and celebrate the holiday properly. Our maid prepared the food, I dressed up and waited for my parents for dinner. The doorbell rang in the house. I ran to open it in joy and saw a girl I didn't know. She was a little older than me, and she looked cocky and overconfident. I didn't like the look of her, so I asked her what she wanted, and she came into the house, sat down at the table, took off her gloves, and introduced herself. "My name is Ariana. I'm your sister," she said. These words sounded like a threat, and I thought it was some kind of stupid joke. It can't be, because I was the only one in the family. I told her to get the hell out of there to avoid trouble with the police. And then she said she wasn't going anywhere, that her father would come and explain everything. Then the doorbell